All right, thank you for that, Scent. And I have just gotten word. It looks like TVG Badger is ready to go. So let's throw it up to you, my man. Take it away.
What's up, AGDQ? Are you ready for Terraria for the first time ever at an AGDQ? My first time, Terraria's first time, lots of people's favorite game. We're gonna do Moonlord today on a seeded world. This is a very, very strange and interesting run that you're gonna get to see today. And it has a lot of ups and downs. So you're on a wild ride with me. We're gonna get through no matter what, but we might not be able to get through on a real RTA run like we would have for a submission on speedrun.com because we might have some backup things that we're gonna do. Thanks to everybody for being here. You're incredible, I love you. Thanks for being part of AGDQ. Prevent Cancer Foundation, benefiting them. Character name is gonna be Honk today. Honk, yeah, that's right, yeah. I know, everybody's loving it. All right, let's do it. So we're gonna use a couple worlds to start with here to get our run going. We're using multi-world just to kickstart our run here. We're gonna get a couple good items. Oh, great, I took damage right at the start, that's good. And then we're gonna use a bunch of different glitches actually that are currently available in the game. Won't be available later in this year actually. Oh gosh, I just gotta pop up on screen. And that actually will let us skip a whole bunch of content in the game, which is kind of sad, but also to keep the run short, we're gonna be skipping a couple things. So this is a run to the new 1.3 Moonlord boss, which is a really visually stunning and incredible fight, and hopefully I don't choke during it. So Terraria speedruns have a mixture of extremely harsh RNG combined with very precise movement, as well as a very precise mouse clicks, managing inventory. So a lot of the things that I'm doing here, if I make a single mistake during them, they actually could just totally end the run if I didn't have the backup straps involved. And you can see I have to manage my inventory constantly in order to be able to predict what's going on and use my equipment in a certain way. So I'm just not behind by seconds on lots of different things that I end up doing here. Oh. So you're gonna see a bit of a strange thing here in Terraria. This is the first glitch that we're gonna use. It's called the soft dupe glitch. This allows us to turn any 2 items into infinite items. It's gonna be removed next patch, but for now, we're taking advantage of it to propel ourselves forward. It uses a very strange multiplayer server bug that in concert with these item frames. So you can see suddenly we're just getting lots of wood and items and things like that. And this is how we'll get past the early game, which is regrettable because the early game in Terraria is actually a really fun time during the game. Oh gosh, I have one of my my hotkeys set wrong here. Yeah, this is speedrun, by the way. Fantastic. So the first boss we're going to fight is actually going to be the Wall of Flesh. It is a make or break moment, honestly, and it's only 11 minutes in the run. If I die during that, it's going to be very hard to recover from it, just because of the nature of these runs. So we do rely on a bit on NPC RNG as well. Okay, so the grenades. Let me explain grenades. Grenades are really extremely powerful. They do a ton of damage. They do area of effect damage. They also hurt me too. So if I'm going to die in the early game, actually the number one way that I'm going to die is by killing myself. So keep an eye on my HP on the top right there. If it gets low enough, we could really end up killing ourselves, which would be pretty painful. This Ruby Whip is a great item. So this is one of the great mobility items in Terraria. The hook is absolutely fantastic. So Terraria is actually inspired by Metroid games, Metroidvania-style games, Legend of Zelda, Metroid itself. And it's not really an RPG, but your character does gain stats and get stronger via items. So you get boots, for example, to run faster. Rather than your character leveling up and getting a skill, you find an item in the world that allows you to do that. Now we're going to circumvent all of that by taking advantage of a special fishing item that we can get in the game called wooden crates. Now these wooden crates allow us to roll on a table. Since we have infinite items, we can roll on this table infinitely and have an infinite chance of getting what we want. Now, of course, that does mean that in a speedrunning environment, if you just kind of get a little bit unlucky, you're not going to get the item that you want fast enough, and that can really mess your run up. Okay, welcome to Random Teleportation Potion. This is normally a very rare item in the game, but basically what this allows us to do is drink a potion, and then we are suddenly transported to somewhere. We don't know where on the map or at random. And we're just crossing our fingers, hoping that we're going to get the spot that we want. And we could spend an hour doing that right there and not get to where we want to go. But we just did. We just got here. There's an item here that I need from these enemies called vertebrae. It's a fairly decent drop chance here to get the vertebrae. But this is one of come here, you. This is one of the moments where we could just not get this item and then not be able to progress at all. But we'll get it. Don't worry. It's going to be totally fine. Wall of Flesh is going to be our biggest fear. Okay, no drop still. There's a couple moments like this where we really have to make sure that we get these items. Otherwise, we just can't go forward in the game. Don't worry, though. We'll definitely complete the entire run. Audio is actually really important for these runs as well because you can hear enemies' location. And also, we're going to be looking for a goose. Not even a joke. That we have to get in order to beat the run. It's actually the most powerful weapon that we can employ. And you should get a little bit excited because there's going to be a moment where there's a ton of honking and quacking on screen. Like absolutely a ton. Okay, great. We got the vertebrae here. So that's the drop that we needed. It's amazing just to mention honk and hear the crowd in the back. Honk! Fantastic. Okay, I did hit myself with a grenade there. Please. Okay, great. Please don't let me die in front of everyone here. Okay, movement's super important here. Inventory management important as well. I need to be doing both all at the same time in order to get what I need. We're going to move over to the dungeon. We'll be back here later on a different map and fight one of my favorite bosses in the game, which is actually Skeletron. But we're going to get a nice little item here. So before we leave, let's just make sure we have everything we want. So we're going to switch to only one more world after this, actually. And this is a 5-world run, which is a lot, really. This is actually... So Terraria's actually gone through a lot of changes recently in speedrunning. We found a lot of new glitches and a lot of new strategies that I have to give a shout out to other runners, especially for finding runners like Ningishu as well as Max Overpower have done such incredible things with the game and really totally changed how we speedrun Terraria in the past like 6. Do you hear that? I got a quacker over here. Okay, I was not joking. This is a duck. Well, we can call it a goose though. It's fine. Is actually absolutely critical for the run, and we actually just got really lucky getting it so quickly. Now, huge moment of RNG here. We need a single item, a wooden crate that I mentioned earlier. This wooden crate allows us to roll on that table of items that we can get. We could sit here for an hour and not get the wooden crate. We could be here for one pull and get the wooden crate. So it's just where a line just broke. We weren't able to pick up another duck there. So we're just gonna hope. This is a good time for donations, actually.
All right, sounds good. I have, let's do $25 from Swordplay. Terraria speedrun, I am so hyped.
Hey, I love that energy, crowd. Appreciate it.
I've also got $250 from Necra.
Whoa, Necra! Oh my gosh!
Badger!
Hey!
Have a great run. The Badger
We got the wooden crate, yes. Okay, we can move on to the next stage. Fantastic. $250?
Yeah, man.
Are you kidding, Necra?
The Badger clan loves and supports you. Good luck and enjoy. Love, Necra.
Wow, thank you so much, Necra. Crowd, please, can we get some honks for Necra? Oh no. I was so excited for Necra's donation, I actually just messed up. You know, if I hadn't said anything, you all wouldn't know. This is part of the speedrun, it's fine. Especially one of the reasons I was so excited to do this run is because if I do make a mistake, if I don't mention it, how do you know? Probably haven't seen a Terraria speedrun before. This is going perfectly, by the way. Okay, so this is the second glitch that we're going to do. Shout out to my friends on Steam, Stunter, Sean. This is the second glitch we're going to do. It's called the hard duplication glitch. It takes advantage of the way that Terraria saves the characters and the multiplayer world separately to allow us to turn one item into 2 items. And with the aforementioned soft duplication glitch, we can turn those 2 items into infinite items. And this is going to propel us past the center of the game, which is the Wall of Flesh. And that will allow us to enter the... Oh, it worked. Sometimes it doesn't work. Okay, I didn't want to say that, but it worked this time. It's a glitch, so it doesn't always work out. Okay, now we just have to do a little soft dupe here again. And then we'll be on our way to fighting a boss that, if I choke on, I'm going to cry live on stage. Because as much as these marathons... As much as I have the marathon strats that I can employ to make sure that we finish the run, I would really prefer to show you all a true run. And if I die, I can't do that. Okay, so we're going to roll on our loot tables. This is, again, a moment where I could just get so unlucky and not get the items we need. If we get Sailfish Boots are one of the items we need, great. That's going to allow us to move quickly while fighting Wall of Flesh. Without them, we couldn't do it. We need one more item called a Tsunami in the Bottle, or 2 Tsunami in the Bottles, I like to call it. Please, 50 crates. There it is. Okay, great, we got it. No problem. Okay, great. Now we can move on to try to kill Wall of Flesh. This is going extremely well. Honestly, all my practice runs, they're not going this well. This GDQ luck is real. Definitely feeling the energy from the crowd. Thank you for all for being here. Oh, please. Okay, we're back to RTP. Actually, okay, so during the interview, I really wanted to mention this. I didn't get a chance to do so. Thank you for doing good by supporting AGDQ and supporting Prevent Cancer Foundation. Now, I said thank you for doing good, not for doing well, because you actually are doing a good thing. So just by watching and being here, give yourself a pat in the back because you are helping save people's lives. If you didn't know, there's some pamphlets right outside this stage area to the left where you can read about Prevent Cancer Foundation and what they're up to. And while reading that pamphlet, I discovered that 50% of cases of cancer are actually preventable. And all we need to do is be educated on what we need to do to prevent that, and that we can stop people from dying. So thank you for being part of this and making it possible, because you are literally saving people's lives. You are doing good in the world. Okay, so this is the moment, really. There's one more moment after this, but this is a huge moment of absolute luck. This enemy right here, the demon, they can spawn occasionally with an item attached to it. It's called a voodoo demon. And that allows us to spawn the next enemy. We could sit here for 1 second or 1 hour and not get this spawn. There's also a lot of very intensive movement and attacking. Grenades are great, but they are very slow and it's sometimes hard to aim. And I also shouldn't die in the spicy water as well. So we're just crossing our fingers right now, hoping that this enemy shows up so that we can take advantage of it and summon the next boss. And this will happen once more in the game with Plantera, who's a very fun boss, one of my favorite in the game. This game has an amazing soundtrack, but I think Plantera really sticks out to me as a fantastic soundtrack. It is inspired by the band Pantera, so it makes sense that it has a great soundtrack. Yeah, some people in the crowd like Pantera, obviously. Okay, that water cannon is going to increase the enemy spawn rate. Hopefully we can get this enemy that we need. Dang it, my speedrunner, by the way. Cursor setting is not correct. Okay, great. We did it. We're fine. Perfect. So a little bit about me. My name is William. It's nice to meet you. I actually prefer to talk to people in person as William. I am Badger on twitch.tv/Badger, and I pretty much play Terraria and do Terraria stuff for a living. I am lucky enough to be involved with the fantastic community that is Terraria for the past 4 years now, and I was able to actually quit my full-time job to become a streamer about 3 years ago, believe it or not, which is just the dream job, right? Who wouldn't want to do that as a living? And I'm absolutely blessed to be able to do so. And part of that is thanks to the support that I've gotten from the developers of this game, actually. They have specifically gone out of their way to promote me, to help make this possible for me. I'm actually going to do something that I practiced today and I've never done before. It's going to go well, don't worry. So this is an action platformer at heart, and I actually like to compare it to a bullet hell game as well, because there is certain moments where there is just so many enemies that are attacking us that it is very reminiscent of a bullet hell game in that way. And that's what makes this game a lot different than a normal action sandbox for me, or a platformer sandbox, or any sandbox game, in that, please bats, in that it really focuses on that combat. It really makes you want to be good at it. And 1.4 is coming out this year as a patch for this game. It'll be free. I've mentioned this a couple times. It'll be free, and it's adding a new difficulty mode called Master Mode. So if you're an absolute masochist, you can play on Master Mode, where you're very likely to be killed a lot. I played this game a lot. I really enjoyed it a ton. One of the things I love doing is playing on a hardcore difficulty, or if your character's HP is reduced to 0, you will permanently die. Your character file is deleted off your computer. So it's an inherently punishing run, but super enjoyable to kind of push yourself to that point. Okay, we're getting a bit unlucky here. We should be already getting a voodoo doll, and we have not. We are totally set up for it. Everything is good to go. All we need to do is get this dropped, and we can continue on. We haven't been able to get it yet. It could spawn at any moment. We'll just do some inventory management in the meantime. We need to kill enemies as fast as we can in order to allow enemies to spawn. The way that spawn cap works in Terraria is that there's a certain limit of enemies on the screen, and once that limit is taken up, no more enemies spawn. Another demon here. Again, this demon with a small addition is going to be the enemy that we're looking for, and will drop a special item for us. Okay, yeah, bullet hell, you can see. A lot of different attacks. There's lots of different AI and lots of different attacks in the game. Tons of different items. Insane amount of items. There it is, great. Okay, so all we need to do is kill this enemy. If we don't die to him, I just ran out of grenades, great. If we don't die to him, take this enemy down, and then we'll kill our friend the guide by throwing his voodoo doll in lava. Ooh, sorry, guide. Feels bad. Okay. Totally not nervous for this segment. I've practiced this a ton. No way I should die. Oh, come on, buddy. See, okay. Please. I'm working here. I didn't want enemies to spawn. I wanted enemies to spawn a second ago, and now I don't want them to spawn. Speedrunner life. Oh, that Mike Tyson run, huh? Wow. That was so awesome to watch. That was really just absolutely amazing. The amount of practice and effort that went into that. To do it blindfolded with just audio cues. Real gamer moment right there. Just watch that. Okay, so we're going to do this with Dynamite. Dynamite is very hard to use because it has a really long timer on it. It's got a 6-second timer, so we have to predict where this enemy is going to be. This is the Wall of Flesh. This is a gatekeeper for what's called hard mode. There's a couple different settings for Terraria. There's pre-hard mode and hard mode, which are the two world settings. Well, I suppose there's even more world settings than that. Okay, a little bit of lag here. There, Wall of Flesh is down. That is honestly one of the biggest moments of fear for me. Okay, great, we did it. Okay, now we're back to our wooden crates. So something really cool about wooden crates is that they have a drop table, right? But that drop table changes in hard mode. That gives us new items. We're going to take advantage of that drop table to suddenly skip a big segment of the game, which is early pre-hard mode. And that's a really fun segment of the game. It's really, really enjoyable. I would love to bring a no major abuses run to Terraria one day, but it's about a 4-hour run, so it's a lot harder to get in here. Okay, we're just hoping for luck again. We need Mithril, which we have already, and then we also need Titanium to be... Actually, that's an adamantite that we need as well. So there's a couple different things here, and we are on a time limit. This is looking really great so far, actually. A lot of my practice runs actually died well before this. So just being here right now is a good feeling. Okay, we're gonna need a couple more crates. Come on, Titanium, where are you at? Yeah, there it is, great. So at some point, this is just gonna turn into a boss rush, which is gonna be really fun. I want this, thank you. You can see inventory management. My inventory is just a mess right now, isn't it? And this is one of the things that you have to just be lightning fast and doing. Knowing where your workbench is at, knowing how to craft things, knowing where they're at. Hey, you hear that quack? Quack. There it is. Okay, Orca coming. So this is kind of the early game item that you get that allows you to craft new items. So the progress tiers are pretty simplistic in Terraria. They allow you to basically craft a whole new set of armor once you're in hard mode, which has a lot of different things in it, which I wish I had more time to go over all that, because it's very interesting and very cool how Relogic decided to end up doing all of that. Okay, we've got a new set of gear that we're going to be using for the rest of the game, and a new bow as well. We're actually running out of time here. We have to get an enemy before nighttime. We have to get lucky with our RTPs here to get to the position that we want, and also get this enemy before nighttime hits, otherwise we might be in trouble. Now, it won't be game over or anything like that if we don't get this, but it'll be much more difficult. So the spawn table changes in nighttime versus daytime, and the enemy that we want actually spawns in daytime, so it's much better to get to this next area that we want to get to in daytime, which we're close. This is the new biome. So hard mode changes the world a lot. It adds this new biome, it adds a ton of new enemies. It's almost a new game entirely as soon as you hit hard mode, which is, we're skipping a lot of the game, which makes me sad because it's just such a beautiful experience. Okay, we're gonna kill unicorns. We might turn into Voldemort. I might lose my nose here live on stream. But they're going to have a cool item for us that will give us a great new type of attack if it spawns. Okay, there's a pixie. So you lose to the unicorn. Okay, if we don't get the unicorn, I'm in trouble. Okay, I do need ore still. Actually, please, unicorn, don't do this to me. I'm just bursting into loot. Isn't that beautiful? Come on, it's almost nighttime. Oh, that's a herpling, not a... So 1.4 is coming out. It's going to add a whole bunch of new items to the game. It's going to totally revamp everything, adding a new difficulty mode as well, which is going to be great. The new difficulty mode is called Master Mode. We mentioned this earlier. I'm hoping to live stream the very first completion of Master Mode on Hardcore As soon as 1.4 drops, I'll be trying to do that. Come on, Unicorn, please. Pray for me, everyone, okay? No, it's nighttime. Okay, we have a much lower chance of getting this now. And we're actually quite behind. I would say a minute and 30 seconds behind what I would want to be here. We really need this Unicorn to spawn. I could just switch to another world and get the item that we need from a marathon strat, but I really don't want to do that. These guys. So this is the enemy that we wanted to avoid, these gastropods. Yes, okay, here it is right here. This is the Unicorn we need. Now we can progress. We might be able to catch up still with a couple different things. If I could pick up the Unicorn, that'd be great. Actually, we might have just gotten lucky here with this. Okay, there's another 1 out of 3 drop from those type of enemies that we absolutely need. There's a lot of RNG involved in these runs. But we have ample time, don't worry. We got this. Okay, Holy Arrows. Okay, these are great. These are extremely powerful. They're going to allow us to take down a lot of bosses, do a lot of damage. They're actually the ammo that we'll be using for the rest of the game. They're so strong. It took 1 falling damage just then. That's excellent. Okay, things are looking decent. We just need to make sure we don't miss anything here. Okay, we're going to fight our friend King Slime. Oh, no. Okay, I totally didn't make a mistake. Oh, no. This is going to cost us 60 seconds at least. I need to go back upstairs because we do not have enough gel. So many things to inventory manage. Just missing a single item actually can just totally throw the run into disarray. And we have to have so many different items that it can be very easy to forget an item, like I just did. Which we have the item on us, we just forgot to duplicate it. So we lose a couple seconds. Please.
Can I get a donation in while you're working on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I've got $10 here from Fluffy Penguin. Badger Clan, bringing the love.
Hey, Fluffy, thank you so much. Oh, shit.
I've also got $42 from Agrajag. Fantastic to see Terraria at GDQ. You will be brilliant as always, Badger. I'm praying to the RNG gods for quick voodoo doll and Plantera bulb. Good luck and have fun. Love from the Badger Clan.
Thank you so much. This is my community coming in. Everybody really wanted to see Terraria here. We're all so stoked to have Terraria for the first time, to showcase it to you all. I'm really hoping that after this, people will be interested in running Terraria, and it'll become something that more people just get to see and get to experience, because it is absolutely incredible. Really, the community, for me, these people here that are commenting and doing these $250 tip from Nick, I can't believe it, making these comments and doing that, it's really what keeps me going, as I mentioned before. Okay, we're back on track. Okay, we'll be all right. This is getting really tight for killing the mech bosses that are the enemies that are going to gatekeep us into the end game, so to speak. Just before the boss rush, we have to kill these guys. And there is a time limit on that. It is actually possible that we don't make that time limit right now, and that would be absolutely catastrophic. It would actually delay the run by 15 minutes. If we didn't get it, but it's not gonna happen. Okay, King Slime does have a special drop from us. It's called Slimy Saddle, and we absolutely need it. It's a pretty 1 out of, thank you, come on. It's a 1 out of 25. I'm sorry, it's a 1 out of 4 chance to fall. If we didn't get it just then, we'll have one other chance to get it. If we don't get it, then we have to grind the King Slime, which is gonna set us behind even further, which would be absolutely devastating. All right, we're gonna get a sweet item here. These archery potions are actually gonna increase our damage by 20%, which is gonna be pretty huge. So we're actually going to go into the last boss of this run very massively under-equipped. And it's going to be a slog. It's going to be really difficult. I have to dodge a lot of attacks and just not get hit for an extended period of time. But it is the fastest way to do so since we skip a lot of the content going there. Okay, please drop the item for me. I cannot see. This inventory is absolutely a mess. He did not drop it. Okay, we have some of the items that we need. Oh. Okay, I need... Okay, so there's 2 different things that need to happen right now. I need to get a lens from this friend right here, please. No! 1 out of 3 chance to drop it, it doesn't give it to me. We need a lens from him to be able to spawn one of the mechanical bosses. We need to kill this enemy here. We need to get a Daedalus Storm Bow. Okay, please. I'm begging you here. Do me a favor. Okay, nope, no drop from that. Let's set up a special arena. Okay, so we're going to use a special and sort of ridiculous glitch here, which will prevent us from taking all types of damage. It's an invincibility glitch. A couple of these glitches exist in the game. This is, oh wow, okay. We just experienced a bug there where that enemy didn't drop any items whatsoever. So that was exceedingly unlucky. Okay, once we set this up, we're burning nighttime right now, and it's very dangerous because the bosses that we need to kill right now are only able to be killed at night. So if we run out of time, we won't be able to fight them. Dang it, still no drop. Okay, let's despawn enemies. Okay. All right, we're gonna kill this guy as fast as we can. I want to say thank you to all the great people I've met during this AGDQ. I've never been to an AGDQ before, never been to a speedrunning event before, and everyone that I got to talk to and just commiserate with was super nice. Everyone is very kind. It is actually a really lovely group. There we go, we finally got it, okay. Thank you, yes. Okay. Now, there's a couple things that are going to happen here that will give us a big bump and actually might allow us to come back on this run. There's modifiers to the weapons, sort of Diablo-esque style, where if we roll a really high modifier to the weapon, it'll increase our damage a lot and allow us to out-DPS what we would normally get and let us beat these enemies quickly. So we're hoping for something like Unreal or something like that. Okay, so this is the slimy saddle glitch. It allows us, it prevents all damage, and we're using this in concert with using Souls of Light, a resource that you get from killing enemies in the hollow biome, into keys of light into a chest, which allows us to summon a mini-boss. And we can summon as many mini-bosses as we want, and these enemies have a 1 in 4 chance to drop us an extremely powerful item called the Daedalus Stormbow. It, in concert with our holy arrows, will absolutely rinse any mother trucker. We will destroy it. So just pray that we get a good modifier on it, because it could. Yeah, there it is. Okay, great. Oh my gosh. All right, we're coming back. We're coming back. Okay, back to RTP RNG. Yes! We're in the exact spot that we need to be in order to progress this. We need to go kill a boss really quickly. It's going to be a Skeleton that I mentioned earlier. We're going to absolutely destroy him. And then we need to get into the dungeon and get 3 different items. We're going to get our waifu, the engineer, who's going to give us a lot of different equipment that we need in order to beat the rest of the bosses in the game. And then we're also going to need to get a dart trap as well as 2 bones in order to summon the next type of enemy. We still need a lens, which is really horrifying. That's a boss, by the way. Really horrifyingly scary. It's because the Daedalus Stormbow is what makes it so powerful. Okay, swiftness potions are great here. Okay, we can definitely bring this back. Crowd is helping a lot with the energy. Loving it. Thanks to everybody. It's amazing to be here, like I said. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I'm excited to show you all the quacks later on. I think you're going to get a kick out of it. Yeah, okay, we're adopting. Look at that. We're quacking now instead of honking. All right, oh, there's waifu. Yes, okay, fantastic. She has a bunch of items that we need to buy. And then we'll need dart traps here. This is a bunch of crazy stuff that needs to happen all at once. And we're gonna do some cool building. Okay, now we just need to get bones. 2 bones, okay, great, we're done here. That was excellent. It is almost daytime though, we were really pushing it. We still don't actually have a lens, which could absolutely ruin everything. I might actually resort to using a, oh please spawn. I'm hoping not to have to do this. Okay, so this is one of the boss spawners and that we're gonna make right here. There's one more, and then we just need a lens. If we can get a lens, then we can continue. But we need the right enemy to spawn. I think I'm actually gonna have to use, oh, there's an eyeball right there. We're gonna have to switch worlds real fast, and we're just gonna, this is no longer a valid run, but we're just in the interest of progressing this, we're gonna, oh, okay. We're gonna grab this real fast. Just everybody close your eyes. Don't look. It'll be fine. Okay. Okay, good thing we got those lenses. This is gonna really help a lot. Oh, thanks for being so motivational, everybody. I appreciate the time. Okay, we still have a very limited amount of time here, so this is gonna be really tight. We're gonna fight 3 bosses at once using our invincibility glitch to take advantage of them and using the Daedalus Stormbow to deal damage. And then, after that, we have the biggest moment of RNG in the entire history of Terraria speedrunning, basically. It's always an RNG moment, it's always difficult. It's gonna be Plantera. Okay, so we have our friends here, Spaztasm and Retziner, as well as Mech. So you normally fight these separately. Oh no! we ran out of time. It's daytime now. We actually can't kill this boss anymore. It's immortal. Well, it takes a little bit of damage, but it's basically immortal. It'll kill us in 1 shot, which I'm just gonna let it happen here, I think. 1,000 damage to beat us. Okay, so we're just gonna pretend we killed those, that we had enough time, and we'll go back to our other world. And we'll continue the run. We're actually not gonna skip a beat here. It's actually just gonna be the same exact run. We killed them, and we're gonna move on to Plantera to show, we're only, thanks everybody, we're only about 90 seconds behind, actually, to be able to do that. Expert Mode has an increased punishment for when you die, because you must be a masochist if you play on that difficulty, I suspect. Okay, Plantera. We're definitely be able to find Plantera since we're on this different map. It'll be no problem. From here on, it'll just be a boss rush, actually. It'll be a DPS race as fast as you can kill the bosses. Normally, what you'd be waiting for is just praying and hoping that Plantera, which is a boss that spawns very strangely, it spawns like a doodad, just like a normal plant at random. So we just need to be RTP to the jungle right now. Once we're in there, we'll find Plantera. Mr. Gaming Scout, you got any more donations for me?
Oh, I got tons of them, man.
Oh, yeah?
Let's start with $5 from Rage Plays. Hey, Badger, Rage Plays here. Still working on the everything % run.
Wow. Right, I saw that you were doing that, Rage. Rage has been trying to set up a... So we found Plantera. Yeah, I think some of you in the crowd knew. That's Plantera right there. There's a couple... Hello, Medusa. No! She turned me to stone. I can't move. We do need to find Chlorophyte, and then we'll be good to go here. Actually, we're a little bit shy on Titanium as well. And we'll just fight this boss. I'm excited for you all to see Moonlord. Honestly, really beautiful boss. I mentioned to you all earlier that Plantera is my favorite music in the game. Hopefully you can all hear that during... I'm moving away from Plantera here, but I need to find Chlorophyte. There we go. Please leave me alone. Oh my gosh, I don't actually have my pickaxe. Wow. I need the hollow pickaxe to be able to do this, and I can't get access to that right now. I needed to have killed the mech bosses to do that. I did not predict that I wouldn't be able to kill these mech bosses. Okay, I have a plan. It's a crazy, insane plan, but it will not work either. Oh no, this is really awful. Basically, the worst thing that could happen has happened here. We have to wait till nighttime, and we can fight the mechs. We don't have lenses, actually. This might make our run a little bit longer. We can still complete it. We'll be fine. Let's do this. No, actually, we don't need that during this. Ooh, wow. This has gone great. We got this. Yeah, you're right. We have almost everything we need. We just need to get these mech bosses dead. Dang, I have the lenses. Okay, I have a plan. Don't mind this.
If you need a distraction, I've got some donations.
Yeah,
here.
go for it. Go for it.
All right, you know somebody named LFQ Soon?
Absolutely, yes.
Great, because they sent in $500.
Oh, what is that? Are you kidding?
It's what it says on the screen, man. Hey guys, hey Badger, good luck with the run.
That's all he had to say. He gave $500 and he said, good luck with the run. Thank you, LFQ. Oh, wow, that is insane. Thank you. Thanks for the huge amount, LFQ. That is absolutely incredible of you to do. Thank you for the long-time support, everybody. It means the absolute... I mean, it's everything to me, really, that everyone has been so kind in this. I set a PB literally 4 hours ago on this run, and I was so excited to have a really good run here. And this isn't necessarily a bad run, but it certainly has gotten a little bit dicey, I would say. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of extra time to do this, but I think that our best bet might actually be here. I had no idea that this was going to happen. This has never happened in any of our practice runs to have, no, actually, this is not the right word, to be too slow to do mech bosses, and I actually don't know where we lost our time at, so this might take us a couple minutes to come back from, but I believe. Thanks. Too kind. This is what I'm saying. If you have never considered coming to one of these AGDQs, you really should. Because if you feel like you're not going to fit in or you don't have any friends here, you totally do. Everyone is a friend here. Most of the people here, right? Like, it's just so awesome. The support is absolutely unreal. Okay. Hey, thanks. Okay, we have the mech boss spawners. That's fine. We have to wait until nighttime to fight them, though, and then we can get the hollow pickaxe, and then we'll be back on track. So this is about a 15-minute delay, sadly. And I don't think there's a whole lot I can do to fix this. I thought I had predicted absolutely everything that could go wrong. I spent hours and hours and hours working on these runs and perfecting, because I was so excited to be invited to AGDQ for the first time. I really poured my heart and soul into this. And the one thing I didn't expect to happen has happened. That's fantastic. Mr. Gamer Shout, you got any more donations for me? Yeah,
I think I got a few here for you. Let's take $50 from Nexus Spider.
Oh,
Hey, Hey, AGDQ, I was floored when I heard that Badger made it in this year.
Yeah.
Terraria is one of my all-time favorite games.
For good reason.
Badger has inspired me with how open and involved he is in his and the Terraria communities and the many things that he has talked about during his streams. Donating during a personal favorite streamer and game could not be a better time. I do this in remembrance of my grandfather, who passed away just over 3 years ago to mesothelioma. Let's continue to defeat not only Moonlord, but cancer altogether. Go Badger!
It takes a lot of bravery to get in front of everyone and talk about an experience like that, having a close family member pass away to cancer. But again, that's why I say everyone here is doing good. You're helping out people who really need it. You're spreading awareness for Cancer Foundation. If you didn't know, Prevent Cancer Foundation actually does they have a bunch of different things that they do, but one of it's just raising awareness, just talking about the pamphlet out there is actually really good to look at to maybe you're not doing these things. Maybe you're not considering, your ancestry for what cancers you could suffer from. Your lots of different things that are really you should look into on the Prevent Cancer Foundation's page. They also, which I found really interesting, give out scholarships to young people who are getting into the field of preventing cancer and doing science and things like that, which is really awesome. The idea that the money that we're contributing here today, helping out someone get an education and build a life for themselves, that is. Incredible. What a beautiful and fantastic thing for us to be participating in. Oh, okay, this is... I wish I had something I could do here. There's actually no option for me to make the game nighttime. I should have had a world file that was saved, but I'm sorry, I really didn't expect for this to happen. We'll be 15 minutes behind, but I think that actually we'll still come in at about an hour, 10 minutes is what we'll end up being at, because we'll have Plantera and everything like that. Everything else will be fine.
I got a question in the donations if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we got $25 here from Dr. Dredrewski. Fellow Terraria player here, nearly 7,000 hours of playtime in the game so far. Question for the runner. Have you ever done a craftless run through before? 0 crafting allowed.
Well, that is an amazing run, and I have seen a couple people do that run. I have not done it myself. It has been on my bucket list of runs to do. Really good suggestion. I think the next challenge run that I'll be doing that's going to be unique and different is going to be doing an engineer-only playthrough where I beat the entire game without dealing any damage to anything. We're only going to use the wiring in the game to deal damage to bosses and kill things like that. So it'll be in the similar vein of the no crafting run, where it's a massive difficulty, but kind of approaching it in a different way. Instead of having no crafting, we're just taking out damage entirely. People are pretty excited for it. I'm very interested to see how it's going to go, because it's an action-oriented game, and how are we going to beat the game without being able to do any damage? But I have a plan. Don't worry, it's going to be great. I have a better plan than this, obviously. Hey, that's great. Hey, what about that Mike Tyson run, though, huh? How much effort went into that? I really enjoyed that, because you all, the crowd, were so excited to be a part of that. And every knockout, every knockdown, everyone was cheering. It was really good to see. Will you stop quacking? I'm talking over here, please. There we go. All right, I murdered him. Well, it's not my fault. All right, he was being rude. I was having a conversation. So we have like 10 more minutes, I think, until it's nighttime that we can fight these 3 bosses here. Shout, you have any more for me? Keep them coming, man. We're good to go.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Mothman sends in $100. Just as in Terraria, we struggle to remove the corruption, crimson, and hallowed from the world, we too fight to strike cancer from our world. Keep up the good fight, both PCF and Badger.
Is that a command?
That was an exclamation point, so...
Sorry, I got from the studio. It was a suggestion. I don't think there's no server running for this. So actually, if it was running on a server, we could do that. But I could maybe use a world editor. Someone's Discord me a file of a nighttime world. Maybe. Otherwise, we're going to sit here for a second. Sorry, can you repeat that one for me, Shout? Yeah, so we're not running on a dedicated server. Actually, we're only running on a host and play server here. Maybe we could go into the files and run the server. We're doing it live! Speed runs, right? I mean, I actually, there was some folks were making a joke that there's sometimes runs just don't get completed, and hey, this actually might work. Runs don't get completed, and sometimes you just have to bow out and say, sorry, I wasn't able to complete this run. I'm hoping not to be that person.
You got this, man.
Yeah. What was the command? If I can do a command here. I can't type seemingly for some reason. Yeah. I heard some suggestions from the crowd actually just then. This is still running, luckily. So time is still ticking in Terraria, but I can't seem to input any commands here. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Another donation, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right,
We're chilling.
I got a $100 anonymous donation here. Yeah, man.
I can't. Sorry, I blow away every time. I can't believe it.
Big props to Badger for bringing an amazing vibe to the run. We have to wait for nighttime. Better create some more donations to read.
Thank you so much, Anonymous. That's amazing of you to do.
I've also got Javanti here with another $100. Stay motivated. Okay. Go Badger.
All right. No. What's the IP here? 192.0. What? Because actually, I can't check. Actually, hold on. Oh wait, actually, I need to stay in game because we're running down time there. This is amazing. Everyone is trying to help out here. The studio is trying to help out. We're all trying to find. People are looking up commands over here to try to see how we can fix this.
I've got donation comments trying to help out.
Yeah.
we got $10 from Citizen Trey. What about the enchanted sundial from a wooden crate, Badger?
Great suggestion. The problem with the enchanted sundial is that it actually progresses time so quickly. It only goes to the next day. So rather than having enough time to kill the mech bosses, we would just skip the nighttime. That's a great. Someone has very good game knowledge to think of that actually. Yeah, I don't know the IP to connect to in order to hear. Let me relaunch this. So everyone has been super kind during AGDQ, including the studio. Everyone involved has just been so fantastic. The fact that I'm not kicked off stage right now is a pretty good. Would you
just go multiplayer?
Yeah. Dang it! This taskbar is the way.
Open that. Type localhost.
Oh. Okay, too fast for my britches here. Well,
that's correct.
Yeah.
Should be.
Well, let's check that server and we'll see. No, it would tell me we were connecting. Yeah, is that okay? Yeah, let's restart the server. Hey, this is a group speed run now. Everyone's getting involved. Yeah, and the energy is still high too. I appreciate that.
I didn't know you had a crowd control incentive.
Here we go. Yeah. You know, wait. What was the password? Did anybody see the password that I typed in? Are you kidding me? It was 3 zeros? All right, you got it. I'm on it. 1, 2. Hey, okay, great. We're doing it. All right. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We're in AGDQ. Let's go. Yes. This is world record pace, by the way. We got this, no problem. Is the timer still on? Are we still doing this? It is. Okay, good. All right, the mech bosses. Look, this is what I'm talking about. You would think that in this situation that I would actually feel anxious or sad, but really everyone is so nice and so kind that we're in this together. This is a we rather than a me, you know? Okay, great, we're doing it. This is the mech bosses. Welcome to Terraria. Can we just cut that bit? It didn't happen. We're here. Hey, what's going on? We're fighting the mech bosses. Next will be Plantera. It'll be great. No problem at all. Super visually stunning. So these 3 mech bosses, they're the gatekeepers to the mid of pre-hard mode, and they give us a special item that we didn't have called the Hollowed Pickaxe. Now, Hollowed Pickaxe allows us to mine a new ore, get some new armor, new equipment, and things like that. It's also really, really heckin' loud because everything's made out of metal, obviously, because they're the mechanical bosses. I'm expecting in 1.4 there's going to be some new bosses. Oh, wow, poor Destroyer. The Destroyer actually has the most HP of any enemy in the game, which is crazy, but he's so big, he's so thick that he dies to anything that looks at him, pretty much. Wow. Okay, so after this, we'll go to Plantera, and then we'll have a Golem fight, which we'll laugh at and cry a little bit at because he's a very sad enemy. And then we'll have a Cultist fight, and then it'll be finally the Moonlord. So we'll only be a little bit behind. I actually can't see the timer, so I have no idea what my time is. I'm gonna imagine that it's really good. We're absolutely fantastic. 44 minutes. Okay, we're not too bad then. Actually, we actually might be able to get under our target time still, because we'll find Plantera pretty quickly. So this is actually still possible. Good thing that the studio is here. Shout out to you all for coming over and helping with that. Boom, this is it. I love that crowd response to the studio because, yeah, they really do a lot of work. Like, a ton. What? This was hosted play. Shouldn't be a password. Are you kidding? Okay. Try 3 zeros again. Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably what the password is, but... Okay, we're good. Oh yeah, some of them, I mean, this is a long event. It's seriously long. And some of them are putting in really, really long hours to make sure everything is absolutely perfect. I want to say thanks to the Hobbs again for an awesome interview. Hobbs actually pulled me aside earlier yesterday to make sure that I was comfortable and brief me and ask me if I had any questions and go over things with it. So set aside time. Hey, we found Plantera. That's fantastic. All we need to do is dupe up some chlorophyte and we'll be good to go. We're on pace here to actually still get our goal. So this little plant enemy is actually a really big gatekeeper to being able to do these runs. Do I have chlorophyte on me? Okay, our inventory is so scuffed at this point. I need to find 2 pieces of green ore. We'll be good to go. So Hobbs pulled me aside, talk to me about things, brief me on the interview. So just the level of detail and the energy that everyone puts into every single aspect of this event really goes to show that they really, truly love doing it. Freaking beast. Not the beast, my eyes! Oh, I have a Splunker potion. That'll help a lot. Really a ton of energy that's put into us. And I know so many of them are going to be absolutely exhausted at the end of this event. And they love it. They want to keep doing it. They want to do say, hey, look, Plantera. They want to keep doing it. And why are they doing it? And I truly believe this is because they're good. They're good people. They want to support Prevent Cancer Foundation. So many people have... Oh, look, Plantera. So many people have family members affected by cancer. Where is green ore at? Come on. Can we get some donations?
All right, sounds good. Let's go 505 Games and Mr. Game Theory.
No.
Sending in $500.
No. Nice.
Badger, you are an incredible member of the Terraria community. We are so thankful to have such a kind, entertaining, and talented member of the Terraria community team. Keep up the legendary work.
So 505 Games is the publisher of Terraria on Xbox and other consoles. I think PS4 as well. So that's literally part of the development team giving $500 to charity to this run. And see, this is why I had to say earlier that the Relogic and the members of the development team for Terraria are so active in their community, so kind. How many other game developers have come out and actually supported their runner running their game? I imagine some, but not as many as maybe should be supporting their runners. Relogic takes active feedback from me. They listen to what I have to say on balance and things like that as well. And they absolutely nerf everything that I use, which is great. That's not a joke, really. Hey, there's an explosive trap there. But it's because they're paying attention, right? They want their game to be fantastic. They want it to be absolute work of art. They put their souls into it. And it matters a lot to them what the game looks like and what it feels like. And it's actually really cool to have that position in the community where what I say matters, what the players say actually is listened to. Not maybe less than should. Developers out there don't necessarily listen to the people who are playing their game because they have their own ideas for what they want to do. Did I not pick up that chlorophyte? No way. Not like this. My inventory was too full. I was too busy talking to myself. Not like this. Okay. Come on. Actually, I think we're just in a bad spot in the jungle right now for chlorophyte ore. So this ore is a ore that only spawns in hard mode, and it spawns sporadically, very much like Plantera bulb. Finding it can be very difficult sometimes, and it can be very easy sometimes. There is... I'm not an extremely experienced speedrunner. I'm definitely willing to admit that. So I haven't speedrun very many games. So I don't know exactly how intensive the RNG in Terraria is. But it feels pretty tough sometimes. It can be a little bit cruel. Oh, come on. Floor fight. Okay, there's one. We had two earlier. There's two. Okay, we're good to go. No problem. We'll get this, kill Plantera, and then we're smooth sailing from here. Nothing else ridiculous is going to happen, I promise. Producers aren't going to have to come over here and help me with commands or anything. Anything like that. Okay, we picked it up this time. Good, fantastic. So I've been lucky to be able to speedrun Terraria for about 3 years now. The game has changed a ton since I started, and the community has grown a lot. I think recently this year has been an extremely active year in Terraria speedrunning. People have been picking up the game in anticipation of 1.4. $10 game, by the way. Just putting that out there. Not like Fallout 76, that's for sure. Sorry. It's very rarely crashes. I've played for thousands of hours and I've had such a good experience with this game that I absolutely recommend it. For all ages too. There's a lower difficulty setting, normal, that we're on right now. Actually, that is totally doable by children. Lots of children actually play this game, so you could pick this up for your son or daughter, and they would love the heck out of it. Okay, so big moment here of getting a modifier on our weapon. I would prefer to have Unreal. Lethargic, yes. This run is lethargic. Demonic, not what we want. So this weapon is going to be what we're using for the rest of the run. So I'd really, really love a good modifier on it, and not have one. Okay, please. I'm begging you here one time. This could save us a little bit of time. I want to say a couple minutes, but just glory. Okay, come on. Staunch, not what we want. They'll say Unreal if we get what we need. Superior. Golly, that'll do. That's fine. We're moving on. Okay, Plantera fight. All right, it's just boss rush from now on. So here's Plantera. Hopefully you can hear the awesome music playing over the sound of my holy arrows being fired. She's a really fun boss. Whoa. I didn't almost fall to my death there. She's a really fun boss. She has two different stages. This stage where she fires homing projectiles and has a couple ads in the fight that are homing. We're just going to pull her toward the next boss fight so we can do that boss fight very quickly afterwards. That's why we're not doing a ton of damage to her, just because we want to move at the same time. Come on. And then this next boss fight will be really simplistic. And then we'll be on the Cultist, which is a beautiful boss fight that we're mostly going to skip. I'm excited for you all to see ducks, to see quacking. That's really what I'm stoked. Or honking. Let's go with honking. Honk. Yeah, great. Okay. Okay, this is the second phase of Plantera, where she gets a little bit touchy-feely. She's like my clingy ex-girlfriend. The reaction. Oh, I mean, she's not listening to this. She said, I didn't burn her. Okay, fantastic. All right, great. Only 3 more bosses to go now. Okay. Thanks for being on the ride, everybody. I appreciate it a ton. It means a lot, really. Absolutely unplanned moment during the stream, and we're back at it, right? I'm pretty sure I know that voice. Keep doing that. I'm liking it. 10 out of 10. All right, remove that guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Security! Get this guy out of here. I'm a little bit lost in the jungle right now. I need to refine my place. Hopefully I don't accidentally spawn Plantera again. That'd be bad. So while these runs are seeded... Oh, actually, I don't know if I told you all about this. Terraria worlds are all randomized. So you can generate... Oh, I see where I'm at. You can generate a new world, and it'll be a totally different world than you played on last time. But there's also seeds as well. So if we all go generate the seed 1, 2, 3, we'll all get the same seed. We actually play on the same world. It's sort of like Binding of Isaac seeds in that way. This is a seeded run, so I know a majority of the map, but the maps are so massive that you can't really know the entire thing. The procedural generation functionality of the runs is actually something I would really love to show you all, because there is just so much variation in those runs, and there's a lot of really hype moments that happen that kind of go on in unexpected ways. Just getting a certain item at a certain time can cause the runner to just blow up and be so excited. Because one day at GDQ we'll do one of those, but again, they take a much longer time. Okay, so we're going to do a weird thing here. This is the next boss called Golem. Golem is a really interesting enemy. He's got a cool whole area associated with him. It's got a new enemies associated as well. And we're just going to skip it all. We're not going to do any of it. We're just going to kill the boss real fast and move on by using a little bit of a weird trick here with actuators. Donations would be good at this point.
Sounds good. Let's start with $5 from Star. Badger is so entertaining, donating for his enthusiasm.
Thank you so much. It's you all, honestly. I get that a lot. Thank you for your enthusiasm. You all make me enthusiastic. It's really the community that feeds the energy to me that makes... I'll be having a terrible day, just not having a good time with something that's going on in my life. And I'll get on and I'll participate with people, and it just makes me feel... Easy boss, by the way. Makes me feel better about just life in general. So many different people give me positive energy. It's funny to hear back that you're excited for my pods. Good, I'm glad. It's a positive feedback loop of energy. One of the things I like to say during my broadcast is stay motivated. If you're motivated, hey, we got a sweet pickaxe. If you're motivated, you can do anything. Now, of course, you can't do anything, but yeah. If you're motivated, you can do anything. Not literally do anything. You can't fly. But if you're going through your day and you're motivated about what's going on... Oh, actually, you guys are clapping for the Golem kill. Sorry, he's such a nonsense boss, I don't even realize that's a boss. If you're going about your day and you're motivated about what's going on, at least you'll be able to handle it better than if you were feeling bad about the things that are going. So if you just wake up every single day and approach every problem with a motivated attitude, you will have a better life, period. And I really try to encourage people to do that, because having that positive mental attitude, that PMA, really helps out a lot. So, I mean, if we had gotten sad and demotivated when we had made a huge mistake, right, and we weren't able to get the time that we wanted, what would this run look like now? But instead, everyone banded together, was positive about it, and we're on the second to last boss to fight here. Okay, here are the ducks, or the honks. We just need to get lucky. Yeah, nice. Having a live audience, first time for a live audience for me. Never had one before. It's great to have the audio feedback there in the background. Okay, this is just a waiting game.
Can I follow up on that positive energy you were mentioning? Because I got a donation here from the Swedish Ace. Badger, your positivity during your interview turned this into a must-watch run for me, and your constant optimism during what could have derailed everything has earned this donation to your choice of incentive. Keep up the positive energy. So they're going to know your choice of incentive for that $500 donation. Another one, man!
What is that?
You're killing it!
What is going on? Thank you. So $500. It's so much to give, really. And the people who are giving these amounts, they're not rich, right? They're just have so much kindness in their heart. We're just waiting for these enemies to spawn here. They should spawn. They just have so much kindness in their heart, so much generosity that they want to give. Again, this is why I say thank you for doing good, because you were doing good for other people in your life. You're reaching out and reaching into your pocket and giving love to people giving help to people who really need it. It's a beautiful thing. Come on, please show up for me. I'm begging you here. A little bit of RNG in these runs. A tiny bit. Microscopical amount. But these next two boss fights are really fun. Come on.
Can I get in one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go with $20 from QuickMind. Good job, Badger. So glad to see you on here. You've got this.
Thank you so much, QuickMind. All these donators here have been longtime supporters of me that have just followed me around everywhere I've gone. It's incredible to be here, to have this chance, this opportunity. Come on. Just two. So, I would say 15 minutes. What's our time right now? Oh, no. I'm going to delay the AGDQ even further. Okay. We're all we need to do is have this boss show up. We're just waiting on it. We've killed Golem. It should show up. No problem.
More donations?
Never had an issue with it previously. Come on, baby. You got any more for me? Shout.
Yeah, man. Let's go with $100 from Vixen Defia. Hey, Badger, nice to see you on GDQ. Here's 100 for you to choose where it goes. No push-ups needed for these. As all AGDQ, this is the annual donation for my uncle. We lost years ago on Christmas to melanoma. Here's hoping that we can make sure no one else has to suffer for this loss.
So tough to share those details. Honestly, it really is. I'm proud of everybody who will go that far to talk about things that have, very, very painful. Again, I want to encourage you to go check out the pamphlet that Prevent Cancer Foundation has brought over and see about ways to prevent melanoma. Okay, I'm actually going to do one more little weird thing with the server, I think, that will allow this to progress. Since we know how to set time. How do I set time today? Anybody got it? Anybody? Oh, sundial is actually a great idea. Do we have wooden crates on us? Who's speedrunning here? Is it me? No. It's you guys. Wait, no, I just closed Terraria. Hey, you guys are great. I love you, all right? Thanks for being amazing. This is going as planned, obviously. Definitely great. Okay. Sundial. Do we have wooden crates? We'll see. If we do, then we're good to go. Yes, we do. Yeah, we did have a sundial earlier, yeah. We have 32 chances to get a sundial. 5 chances. Okay, we have no more chances. Yeah, we'll do. I know, hey! I'm speedrunning here, okay? You guys, do you want to come up here? You can hold the mouse. We can do I'll blindfold myself. It'll be great. How about that Mike Tyson run? Hey, it's daytime. We're good. Hold on. We got this. RTP potions will definitely bring us directly to where we need to be and not bring us to any other locations. Okay, we're back to spawn. There we go. Okay, this is where we want to be. Are they here? Please be here. I'm begging you here. We're gonna have to use a server command to do a speed run here. Okay, they actually still aren't here, which is strange. The producer teams right now are just like, oh, this guy, he said it was gonna be fine. It's 1 hour time estimate. My PB is 43. Just putting it out there. I'm not awful. I'm just mediocre. Shout out to Max Overpower, who's a current world record holder, and actually the person who sort of pioneered this type of run. They still aren't there. We've killed all the requirements. I actually don't understand why they wouldn't be there. Golem is dead. We have a Lizard pickaxe. I'm not blind, right? They should just spawn as soon as it's daytime. I thought they would spawn at night, actually. There might have been some issue with the swap here. Killing cultists. Okay, well, this is... you want to listen to some ducks?
Can I get a donation in while we're waiting?
Hit it up.
All right, so Lizard Eats Flies sent in this little donation for $1,000.
What is going on?
Man, they're just coming in.
What is that? Stop. You're crazy.
Importantly, my one for the night, the comment is, honk!
Honk! $1,000.
Well, I mean, if you like that one, how about $1,111 from Xanthian?
What?
Badger, your positivity is unending.
I don't know either of these people.
Wife and I are snuggled up watching you play one of our favorite games on our anniversary. Keep it up and spread the PMA. Oh,
that's amazing. Thank you so much. Hey, slime. Wow, this is an extremely rare item. Cool. Hey, speedrun. We did it. Slime staff. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Okay, well, all right. Here's what we're going to do. We're in a speed run of a different type right now. I just got word from the studio that we have 5 more minutes to fight Moonlord and kill him. So we're going to cheat. I'm just going to spawn in. Don't laugh. It's not funny. All right, well, it's a little bit funny. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the energy I like to see. I want to see what Twitch chat has to say about this. Hey, Twitch chat, shout out to you all. Even if though you're not here, you're still supporting just by watching. So it's a really cool thing for you to do. Okay, all right. So we're just gonna spawn this guy in. Maybe we can splash butcher him. Okay, we're back to this game here. Okay, this is fine. All right, I've got. Let me know when I have a 3-minute time. Okay. Okay, who do I want to say? Okay, I specifically want to say thank you to Andrew and Whitney. They're some really close people in my life that have helped me in ways they actually don't even know. They have really gone above and beyond to allow me to do things. They're actually part of the reason that I can quit my full-time job and start doing this for a living. They're actually the developers of... Actually, don't even know how the spawn commands. Help? How do I spawn a boss, guys? Oh no! Did you guys see the Martians are invading? Oh no! This is going extremely well. Moonlord is such a cool fight, you have to see it. Can I give? Is it /give? Chat, help! No, I mean, GDQ help. Invalid command, really? Give us an invalid command? Here we go, we're making progress. Message of the day. Give? Help? Displays a list of commands. There has to be a spawn. Anybody got anything? I believe. No! Mini boss. This is the Wyvern. They're very, yeah. Okay, back to this. I don't see, maybe help too? Say again? Anybody got anything? Producers, you got anything? Actually, okay, so the number one thing I wanted for my run is to be memorable. Nobody's gonna forget this run. I mean, 2 $1,000 tips. Thank you so much, everybody, for making this insane. Honk. That's not a command. Who said that? Doesn't work. Spawn? The spawn didn't work. Yeah, I tried that one. All right, let's go to Wikipedia. You guys down? I don't think there's Chrome in this. Do I have to use, like, Bing? Spawn boss 100? I heard. Hi, Wyvern. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Spawn boss 100? And MLB. Oh, okay. A mob. Yeah. Spawn mob. Spawn mob, one word. Slash spawn mob. Huh? 3 zeros. Whoever said 3 zeros, you killed me. You absolutely killed me. Wait, can I get a time from producers? Say again? In quotes? Oh, okay. Wait, does it need a slash or not? It does, okay. Hello, darkness, my old friend. In a space? Pepperoni pizza. Okay. Got any more donations for me? Now would be a good time to read donations. Did I say that?
I got a few if you want them.
Yeah, hit me with them.
Okay, let's try Xana here. Nice run, Badger. This has been so much fun because of your positivity. That was $500.
What the heck? What is going on? Do what?
Probably inspired by Ruse 6's $500 donation. $500 train, anyone?
What? No, that's crazy. You guys can't hear Studio, right? What Studio just said to me is that we should call you Badger the Moneymaker. Seriously?
That checks
I'm not
out.
even doing a speedrun at this point.
Well,
look at this guy right here.
But we got another one here. Another $500 for Felix.
What is happening?
I used to watch your Twitch and replays all the time. Suddenly I come back from work and you're on AGDQ helping save lives.
AGDQ High! That's what I'm talking about.
Go get
Thank you
Badger.
so much, everybody. Okay, cool. Guys, thank you so much. In the interest of time, we have to end it here. I am so sorry that you didn't get to see one of the best bosses ever made in any game, honestly, is how I feel. But definitely check out Terraria. It's $10. Thanks to everyone who was here. Again, thank you for doing good in people's lives. It's absolutely incredible.